We can see Tomikus spawning in the top right of Overgrowth, playing for Team DK, wearing orange colors, and his opponent playing for Team Fnatic. The pink Terran player souL in the bottom left is going to try to make sure that he is the one winning this bout and not his adversary. Tomikus sending out his first scouting overlord already. His opponent building a supply depot, just as usual. Probably, judging by the rally point, he's going to follow this up with barracks and not a command center first, which, you know, that's a viable opening, but against a player like Tomikus, it is quite risky to do so. Tomikus has been known to punish greedy openings swiftly, as he's shown in the last cup that I casted him in. So Tomikus probably going to be opening with a hatchery first, and we can see a 12 refinery going up for souL, so 12-12 opening for him. Probably going to open up with a Reaper, as is the standard opening. And Tomikus with his trademark 11 scout, he's going to molest the SCV, trying to build the barracks once more, so we'll have to pull that one back. Just oh my god, he actually gets the SCV. That's a very rare thing to see. That's going to diminish his mineral income slightly. Tomikus, in the meantime, has gotten his hedge down. He's wow. Okay, this SCV finally manages to finish the barracks, but oh my god, let me tell you, losing the SCV this early in the game, that is quite a feat. A little bit of a miss micro there from souL. And Tomikus even gets to save the drone for a later scout. He's going to try and hide it over here at the potential third of souL. While his Reaper is on the way. Extractor going up for Tomikus as well. That's gone down after the pool, so a very standard opener. Overlord on the way already. And Tomikus will be getting double queens and 2 sets, or maybe just 1 set of lings. Following this up, saturating the gas. 3 sets of lings! Wow, that's quite a bit of lings just for 1 Reaper. Usually you see players getting like 1 or 2 sets at most. Some players even opt to open gasless and defend with queens, getting no lings at all. Just relying on good drone micro, and well, we can see where these lings are going to be used, and they will be quite useful for Tomikus for the time being. In the meantime, Tomikus, knowing the timings of the expansions and knowing that there will be no Marines out for quite some time, he tries to get himself another SCV kill over here, but fails to do so. He did, however, manage to delay that expansion from going up for quite some time. Tomikus already has the 100 needed for link speed, so he's going to pull 2 drones out of there. Meanwhile, he's going to try and chase this Reaper away. Loses 1 link in the process. If he's not careful, he will lose another one. Yeah, the Reaper does get it and will get away, no problem, not at all. In the meantime, the expansion is almost finished here for... Did Tomikus get another SCV? Wow, he got another SCV with the drone. Are you kidding me? Whoa. Alright, so Hellions are on the way, and we already have a starport. Let's see if we see a tech lab being added on here. Yes, we do, so probably, judging by the tech lab on the barracks and the second gas being taken by souL, this will probably be a Banshee follow-up, which Tomikus has admitted he is quite weak against. So could be the case of Tomikus just falling prey to a Banshee opener. souL, of course, trying to prevent Tomikus from scouting what he's doing. And yeah, Cloak is on the way. In the meantime, these Hellions are going to move out on the map. Tomikus should produce a couple more lings right now, since the link speed is done, and he should also try to make sure that he scouts his opponent out. He's sending quite a few links his way, in fact. First Banshee on the way. What has Tomikus seen so far? Not much. Not enough to tell him whether this is a 3cc build or if this is a Hellbat opening for which he wants to kind of see the armory, or if this is a double NG bay follow-up with a lot of barracks. He has none of that information, and he won't even get these couple of aliens, as he will lose all the links. Excuse me. Oh, Banshee comes out, and a second one to follow that. Tomikus, I think he did see the starport with the... yeah, he did. And he did lose an overlord for that as well, I think. Yep. So he should know exactly what is coming. Spore crawlers are being laid down. Baneling Nest is just about finishing as well. Tomikus will be relying on spore crawlers for detection, and since he doesn't have any lair just yet, so he'll be relying on spore crawlers for detection and queens to defend the banshees. But look, I mean, these Hellions, they can prove to be troublesome. Tomikus has all of his links on the other side of the map. He's trying to find out where the opponent is. He does see all these units, however, so he's going into roaches. Here are the Hellbats, a very potent, very powerful opening by souL over here. Banshees do cloak. Tomikus does not see those as souL is pushing forward with the Hellbats. This wall-off will now actually start to work against Tomikus, and you don't want to pull drones versus this. At the same time, there's a counter-attack going on. I don't know if this is the correct move by Tomikus. I mean, it's not like he can break the natural or the front. The most he can hope for is a lift-off on that command center, but he'll be losing a lot of workers and units over here at the natural. He already lost 5 queens to this, 8 roaches and 12 lings, and now it's time to be losing drones. It seems like these banshees are still alive, and Tomikus frankly has no anti-air, and soon there will be no spore crawlers neither. And when that happens, these banshees will just rule the skies. souL continuing to produce banshees, and Tomikus trying to go for a banding bust counterattack. I don't know, I think, you know, he may lose everything to these banshees in the meantime. 3 banshees make short work of any roaches, queens, any kind of unit pretty much on the ground. Tomikus' banelings are down. He's got enough to bust 1 supply depot. This one would be a prime target. Tomikus goes forward, busts the entire wall, tries to get a good surround on the Hellions, but souL is onto it. In the meantime, he's going to probably take down this hatchery as well, and Tomikus just has not done enough damage with this counterattack, so resources lost. We can kind of see where this story is going. Hatchery will fall, as will the queen. 3 banshees staying alive still. And yeah, Tomikus lost 10 drones only, so he's still on 29, but frankly he still doesn't have quite enough anti-air to deal with anything. 1 queen, and I don't think he's got any... yeah, 3 spore crawlers, and he may lose another base as well. Now this will not only cut into his income greatly, but it will cut into his production capabilities as well, and he'll be relegated to 1 base mining. He's finally getting the lair. The link counterattack will not be able to do anything. There are still Hellions out on the ground, and souL can now comfortably go back into mining from his natural base. I feel like there is no wall-off over here, but he'll try to remedy that very quickly. These links probably will not get a kill on these Hellions. All they have to do is stand in between the mineral patches, and they will get quite a few of these link kills. Nice micro, though, from Tomikus. He does end up killing the majority of those. At the same time, he lost his natural base, he lost his 3rd base, he lost a bunch of queens, tons of tons of lings, tons of drones, and things are not looking very good. And he even has units inbound in the main base. Oh my goodness, where are the queens? Nowhere to be found. The spore crawlers should never finish, actually, as long as these banshees target those down. They should not have a problem. Oh my god, look at this. 1 banshee does go down, 2nd one just barely does not. souL is just like, yeah, buddy, I got this one. Tomikus is still trying to send units forward, but frankly, it's going to be to no avail. And with these Hellbats, even without the wall off, with the Medivacs, Hellbats, and Marines, I think souL would have quite enough to deal with this. And he's still continuing to produce more Banshees. His Stimpack upgrade is finished. Combat shields are on the way. Tomikus trying to switch into Mutalisks. He'll be able to produce 7 Mutas when the Spire finishes. He's got more than enough supply for that. He also will need an Overseer, so all is not said and done. This is still a pretty low econ game. I'm just wondering if Tomikus has enough on the ground currently to face off versus this army. There's 8 Marines in there with Stim, so 7 Mutalisks. I don't know if that's going to be enough to deal with 7 Marines with Medivac support. Make that, yeah, just 7 Mutas. You cannot produce too many Mutalisks off of 2 gases. He'll get all the Banshees though. Oh! Just barely, but he did get the majority of those, so that's helpful. On the other side of the map, however, we can see some shenanigans going on. souL getting his 3rd base, and Tomikus trying to take the gold. A couple Bailings. If those Bailings get good hits, Tomikus still might be able to defend, but I kind of doubt he'll end up getting those hits. This all comes down to Micro. How well is Tomikus going to be able to engage? Now the Bailings are trying to get all those Marines, but fail to do so. However, Tomikus does defend with the help of these Mutalisks, takes out all the Hellbats, and he may still be even in this game. Just goes to show, never give up, never surrender. Now these Mutalisks, they cannot fight versus the Marines that are well upgraded. Every single Muta at this point that Tomikus will lose is so precious. Such a blow to him. Even forced to pull drones off the line. Which, by the way, there's not much to mine anyways. The main is almost dry. And a constant stream of reinforcements towards Tomikus' base, that's not going to help things. Of course, he does have the gold base, mining with 5 drones off of there. This is not going to end well. And souL is just going to push for the win. He even has Widow Mines with him now, so he can take care of the Bailings with ease. He's almost doubling his opponent in supply right now. And here come the Bailings. How good are your splits? Looks like good enough. Bailings fighting off creep versus Marines. Not a nice story. And Tomikus with just 2 Mutalisks and 3 Zerglings on the ground is going to have to tap out of this game very shortly. souL doesn't know about his gold base, but that's not going to matter anymore. As Tomikus really has no bases and says this race is bullshit and gets out.